Hello, Phil Cross here. I was actually recording something coming down out of the Sad Hill Cemetery, but it's like a gravel track to and from the place, and because I was making such slow progress because I'm really shit at off-road stuff and I can't go as fast as some do on the gravel, with the heat of the engine and the heat of the sun, the phone just disconnected everything because it got too hot. So it doesn't matter, because sort of halfway through the film I had the camera mounted on the back of the bike, which is something I won't be doing again because the arm just collapsed and the camera was basically just facing down at the box, the top box, rather than the actual view in front. So I'll start it again. This is mainly about the commissioners that I've worked for, really, in the police, and why I think the job's fucked. I've just had a nice cold coat while my phone cooled down. Yeah, why is the job fucked? Back when I joined in 1992, that is, young'uns, when experienced coppers used to use the term "the job's fucked," it was always done with a sort of humorous tone to it, really. The experienced officers these days, if they utter the words "the job's fucked," they actually seriously fucking mean it, and it is. The job's fucked, and that's a lot to do with I think recently all this fucking woke pandering that's been going on, pandering to people that don't need pandering to, and because pandering's been done, the people that matter are not able to do the job in the way it needs to be done in order to keep you, the members of the public, and I'm talking about the Met because that's where I worked from my experience, but you, the members of the public, safe. That's what the vast majority of coppers, when they join the job, it's what they want to do. You know, it's just a calling. So I joined in '92, Sir Peter Imbert. It wasn't long after I joined that Sir Peter left the role. John Condon came in after that, 7-year contract because of the millennium coming up, and they didn't want to transition between two commissioners so close to the millennium. Paul Condon was essentially the start of the fucking end. The moment he agreed that the police are institutionally racists, he fucked it. He basically fucked the job totally. I'll do a different film fairly soon after this about that. So institutional racism came after the McPherson inquiry, and it was a lot to do with disproportionate stop and search of black people, black males, and there is a reason for that. And it's not racism, it's mathematics, and I will fucking explain it to you. I don't understand why people in a higher position than me could not fucking work it out and turn around to everybody and say, no, hold on, no, that's not the case. Because it is really simple mathematics. So that's Paul Condon. From there on in, the job started going fucking rapidly downhill because stop and search was such an issue. Police officers weren't doing the job to their full capability for fear of having a complaint made against them, and for fear of them getting in trouble because they had a complaint made against them. So if stopping and searching somebody is going to result in me getting suspended and complained about, why the fuck should I stop and search them? Fuck it, there, get on. And if you trace back in history, back to the point where he accepted institutional racism as a reason for shit going on, if you go back to that point and then come forward again and just have a look at how knife crime increased since then, how many murders through bladed articles have been committed since then, because people were able to just walk around with knives and not have any kind of fear at all that they may get stopped and searched by the copper, and then nicked. So they just do what they fucking want. So after Condon came John Stevens, my opinion the best commissioner I worked for. My opinion the best commissioner I worked for. I just let him come past me. I'm in no rush, I'm just going to get some petrol. He I think the main reason for that was because he was a detective, pure and simple. He was a detective that took on the commissioner's job, and he did it well. After him, Sir Ian Blair, don't know what the fuck he brought to the table, don't know how he got the job. Wet blanket. After him, Hogan Howe, government's hatchet man, for want of a better word. He basically sold the Met off. So all of the old police stations that you were used to, the police stations where you could go and report stuff, you know, go and speak to a police officer in person if you needed to. It was him that closed all of those for you, him that took that away from you. I don't quite know what he did with the money. You know, they'd sell a police building for multi-millions, and that'd be gone in several months, and I don't quite know what on. So yeah, after Hogan Howe came Cressida Dick, in my opinion the second best commissioner I worked for, and in my opinion since Paul Condon, the one commissioner that had any hope of trying to turn the Met Police around, and bringing it back to a police force that the members of the public of London deserved. It's all about keeping you safe, and one of the main reasons for that, one of the main reasons for my opinion of her, was because she was so pro stop and search. She was so pro bringing it back, and the officers on the street using it as a tool to identify crime and deal with stuff, especially when it comes to things like knife crime. I think I've gone past me turn off for the petrol station, so I might be turning in a bit and put my sat nav on. I had to turn me obviously phone off because it was getting too hot, but I think I might have needed a turn off of my petrol. So yeah, Cressida Dick, she was on a hiding to nothing, okay, and the reason for that was because of a man called Sadiq Khan. My wife would tell you, and probably tell you smiling, that whenever Sadiq Khan comes on the telly, she doesn't even have to be in the fucking same room as me. It's all she'll hear is me from the lounge watching the news scream "fuck off, Khan." And Sadiq Khan, if you are watching this, you can actually fuck off, because you are fucking useless. Now, why do I think Cressida Dick was on a hiding to nothing? I'm not gonna fucking push your foot around the point. I'm gonna say what I think is the truth, and like it, don't like it, I don't care. The reason Cressida Dick was on a hiding to nothing with Sadiq Khan, because he had no input into her being posted as a commissioner. He had no say in that. And I think the very fact that she, the very fact that she, I did miss it. Yeah, I did miss it. The very fact that he had no say in her being appointed, was something that gave him the raging hump. And the very fact that he is a Muslim and she is a gay woman, so she had two things that he was really, as as a Muslim would be against, and she had no chance. And I think the way that the job was taken from her was fucking appalling. And I think that, again, the London public get the police force they deserve. And the reason they get the police force they deserve is because you stand mute. You know, when someone like Cressida Dick was trying to take the bull by the horns and do what is right for London, along comes a man who doesn't like her because she's a woman and she's gay, and he fucks her off, and you all just stand by and fucking watch. Because, and the reason I say you stand by and watch is because there is an election, and when that election comes, what do? You vote the cunt back in again. So here's the thing, ULEZ, okay? I've got on my little soapbox about ULEZ and fucking Khan many times with people. ULEZ. There has, in recent history, been one death attributed to pollution. A little girl, and it's a very sad thing to hear that a girl has died of such a thing. But it is one death in fucking however many years that they've been counting. Okay, one death. So he brings in ULEZ, right? The fucking saviour, Sadiq Khan, brings in ULEZ. And what he's actually saying, the reason that he's managed to bring it in the way he has, is because he said, well, you know, we've got to protect our children. We've got to protect our children from this pollution. Pollution's killing our kids. Got to fucking do it. Okay. Your vehicle is either compliant or it's not. If it's not compliant, you can't come in. Simple as fucking that. But where he fails, and you Londoners allow this by fucking keeping him in the post, where he fails is, pollution is killing our kids, but if you pay me £12.50 per day, I'll overlook it. Let that fucking sink in. Pollution is killing our children, but if you pay me £12.50 a day, you can bring your car in and I'll overlook it. What a cunt. And you lot, you all stand by and let it happen. So anyway, that's my brief history. Oh, Rowley, I forgot Rowley. Easy to do. It's easy to forget him because what does he bring to the table? He's like Ian Blair II. I often watch him on the news and I think to myself, do you know what? He's gonna no he's not. No he's not. He's just gonna fucking whimper on, say nothing but speak for ages. So yeah, that's my little run of commissioners and my little rant about how much Sadiq Khan can fuck off. Yes, Khan, you can fuck off. And that's me. I'm going to be pulling into a petrol station fairly soon. I've got to turn right in a minute, I think. Yeah. Cheerio.